and welcome to another exciting episode of CareerCast. I'm Arshi Jolia, and we're delighted to have you join us for today's conversation.
And I am Nishtha. CareerCast is all about bringing inspiring professionals from diverse fields closer to our students, helping us learn from their journeys, experiences, and insights.
Today, we're exploring the fascinating world of entrepreneurship, hospitality, and brand building, an industry that combines creativity, leadership, innovation, and business strategy. Behind every successful restaurant is a vision, and behind every successful brand is a leader who dares to think differently. Our guest today is someone who has done exactly that.
It is our absolute pleasure to welcome Mr. Debaditya Chaudhury, one of Kolkata's most celebrated restaurateurs and entrepreneurs. Mr. Chaudhury is the visionary behind India's most distinctive dining brands, including Chowman, Oudh 1590, Chapter 2, and Chaudhury Company. What began as a single city venture has grown into a remarkable pan-India presence with more than 57 outlets, reflecting his commitment to quality, innovation, and excellence in hospitality.
What makes his journey even more unique is his background in music. Long before becoming a successful entrepreneur, he nurtured his creative side as a musician. In fact, he continues to be the keyboardist and a founding member of the iconic Bengali rock band Lokhi Chhara, proving that creativity and entrepreneurship can go hand in hand. His story is a wonderful example of how passion, vision, and perseverance can come together to create something truly extraordinary.
Thank you for joining us today, sir. We are honored to have you with us, and we are excited to learn more about your journey and experiences. So without further ado, let's begin.
So, sir, starting with the questions, every successful entrepreneurial journey starts with an idea and the courage to pursue it. To begin, we'd love to know what inspired you to embark on your journey as an entrepreneur and how did you prepare for it?
Firstly, thank you very much for inviting me to your podcast. Indeed, it's a great pleasure. So, if I start talking about my journey, it is a bit different because I started my life as a musician, and I used to and still play for one of the leading Bangla bands of the country called Lokhi Chhara. So I was a passionate foodie since my birth, and I used to stay in an area called Baliganj during my childhood. And my neighbors were a Chinese family who used to run a Chinese restaurant, one of the oldest Chinese restaurants in Kolkata called Kimwa. And I was just 6 years old when I first tasted my Chinese food. And I was just fascinated with the taste somehow. And the musical journey, it carried on. I completed my studies from St. Xavier's College. Then I was pursuing my MBA from IISWVM. But at the same time, we used to do a lot of concerts globally in front of the Bengali diasporas all over the world. And of course, the primary agenda for me was to go and perform in those cities or places or countries. But there was a hidden agenda for me, and that was to taste the local delicacies of those places. And then I used to come back home and talk about those cuisines, those places with my friends, with my family. So much so they used to wait for me to come back after every concert, after every tour, to listen to my stories. And during the early 2000s, this FM thing happened in India. A lot of popular FM channels, they started their operations in India. And I was offered to host a very popular show called Khete Khete Shono in one of the radio stations called Friends 91.9 FM. So that show was all about food, all about my journey, all about food, all about my experiences, and where I used to talk not about all the fine dining or five-star hotels of the world. I used to talk about the small eateries of the world, and I still believe today the best cuisines of the world are found in the small eateries. So, and the show got very popular, and always I wanted to do a business. I wanted to get into the food business. I saved some money, and then very strategically, I started Chowman in 2010 in a very small, humble way. And today I feel so happy that Chowman, after 16 years, we are the most ordered Chinese cuisine of the Zomato, Swiggy to all the platforms nationally. And the journey that started from Calcutta, we are now present in almost all major cities of India, starting from Calcutta, Delhi, Bombay, Chennai, Hyderabad, and Mumbai, everywhere. So we are present everywhere now. So that's it. That's how I started.
Wow, that was really inspirational, sir. So my
Thank you very
question
much.
to you would be, the food industry is highly competitive these days. So with changing
Right.
consumer preferences and new trends emerging all the time, what strategies have you adopted to overcome challenges and stay ahead of the competition?
Right. So, every business comes with a thought, comes with a planning, and comes with some innovative idea. So, when I started Chowman, there were already many Chinese restaurants in the city, and perhaps whether you don't know, I don't know whether I'm not sure whether you know or not. Calcutta is the only place in India where we have something called a Chinatown, and we have
Yes.
see you have lots of Chinese restaurants in Calcutta. In those days also there were a lot of Chinese restaurants, and even we had big restaurants, big brands like mainland China, and
Hmm.
other like flavors of China in Park Street, which then started their operation in Calcutta. And we also had this Tangra and localized Chinese. So
Yes.
I
Hmm.
thought that should bring something new to the table. So I am a big fan of Mr. Alfred Ford, who is the founder of Ford Automobiles. So he always used to say that he would make automobile available for everyone. So Ford would manufacture small cars, affordable for any middle class family, and also high end cars like Ford Mustang, which are like very fancy cars. So my dictum was to democratize fine dining food, to sell fine dining food, not only food, the food, ambience, crockeries, cutleries, everything, service at par with any fine dining restaurant, but at a very affordable pricing. So I wanted to make Chowman available for, I mean, the fine dining concept available for everyone. And somehow the concept clicked. I still remember when I started my business, my advertising tagline was 5-star food at 1-star cost. So people used to come to Chowman to get the feel of a high-end restaurant, the food, ambience, everything, but they used to pay a very reasonable price. And the concept clicked. Then one after the other, I started expanding. And till today, if you talk about the basic, the pillar of our business, the planning, the philosophy of our business is to serve the best quality food at a very very affordable pricing. I don't know whether, I'm not sure whether, are you guys a customer of Chowman? Have you ever
Yes.
tasted
Yes.
Chowman
Yes,
food?
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So you know what exactly I'm trying to talk about.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
So that was really remarkable. Thank you. But what I would like to know next is that one of the key aspects of running a successful restaurant business is balancing customer expectations with profitability. So, how do you determine the pricing of your menu items while ensuring both business sustainability and customer satisfaction?
uh Making a menu, designing a menu, it's a very detailed job. We have to follow a lot of SOPs before we come to the final pricing. So it is not possible for me to explain everything in this short time, but in a nutshell, I'll tell you that what we usually do, first we do the trial of the food, the various menus. By the way, Chowman serves the highest number of dishes in any Chinese restaurant can ever serve in India. We have 650 menu items. So what we do, first we do the cooking, first we do the food trial, and we come to a conclusion whether now we are going to serve this to the customer. Then we determine the food cost. So every food has a cost, the raw material cost, you add the cost of fuel, you add the cost of manpower, everything, and all together is the food cost, that is the cost of the food. Then what we do, then we calculate the rent, the other things, advertisement cost, everything to it. And we do a market research. Like for example, if Chowman is selling a chili chicken for 100 rupees, we have to see what all are the competing brands of Chowman, and how much are they selling it for, and what is the portion they are selling it for. So we all put together, and then we come to a conclusion, and then we determine the final price. It's a long process. I don't know whether I've been able to explain it to you or not, but it is a we have to study the market, we have to take the cost in account, and also we have to see that the cost, if suppose we are selling a particular dish at a very high cost, that may not be viable for the customers to buy. So we have to keep everything in mind. It's a very scientific way, and this is how we usually determine the price and we make the menu.
That was quite perceptive, sir.
Thank you.
In recent years, supply chain disruptions have posed significant challenges for businesses across industries. So, how can the food industry effectively manage and preserve unconsumed food and unprocessed inventory to reduce spoilage and financial loss?
Firstly, we have different kinds of restaurant. I mean, different kinds of cuisines that we serve. For Chinese, we have Chowman. For Awadhi or North Indian cuisine, we have Oudh 1590. We have a continental restaurant called Chapter 2, and we have a Bengali restaurant called Chaudhury Company. But predominantly, we don't have any leftovers because the system is such, we keep everything prepared. For example, we cut the chicken, we boil the chicken and keep it ready. We cut the vegetables, we branch the vegetables and we keep it ready. We keep all the sauces ready. So whenever the order comes, we make it. And now, after 16 years of doing business, we exactly know in a particular day of the week or particular day of the month what would be the sales like, and we determine the quantity accordingly, and we do the back end preparation accordingly. There's hardly any leftovers, and if there is any leftover, firstly we don't keep any leftovers. We just trash it, and for especially for any non-veg items. But like vegetables, sometimes we have some leftover vegetables which are cut vegetables.
Yes.
So we preserve it as per the FSSAI guidelines, food and safety security safety of India. They have certain guidelines, FSSAI guidelines, and we then preserve it and use it for the next day. But that is maximum for a day for vegetables, but usually we don't keep any raw materials. So it is again a process driven organization. So the process is so strong, the planning is so strong, so usually we don't have any leftovers.
That was quite insightful, sir. Thank you. So now, sir, as the leader of a growing restaurant chain, you have led extensive experience in managing teams and operations. So, do you find centralized control or decentralized decision making more effective, and why?
Firstly, for a chain like us, which operates around 60 restaurant pan India, it is like of course not possible for us to take decentralized decisions. The purchase, the planning, the marketing, the training, everything is centralized, but the cooking is done in all the outlets, because these are not machine made dishes, these are all humanly made. The chefs prepare it, so we prepare it in all the outlets separately, but the planning, the procurement, everything is done centrally. We have our own noodles factory where we produce our own noodles and we send it to all across the restaurants, nationally, because the quantity of noodles that we need, no supplier in India can match to that quantity. So, and we have to we previously we used to do it. The problem we used to face is that we had to take from multiple suppliers, so the quality was not consistent. So we had set up our noodle factory. We have our own sauce making factory where we make certain sauces, and we that those are all centrally made, and then we distribute it to all the outlets. So that is ideally the way any growing company in this business should operate. Like,
Thank you for the answer, sir. Many of our listeners are students who aspire to create something of their own in the future. So, what guidance would you offer to young people who dream of becoming entrepreneurs?
well, success is not about doing something. You get up in the morning one fine day and you start working very hard, and you'll get your success in a day. Success is not about doing some big, taking some big steps. It is taking very small steps every day, doing very little things every day. That's your habit, and in turn definitely you'll achieve success. But three things I would like to tell you. for any entrepreneurs, any students who in future want to become an entrepreneur, that there primarily, I believe, this is my personal thoughts, three things you should keep in mind. First, before entering into any business, you must have a basic knowledge about the business. You will be surprised to know that running 60 we are running 60 restaurant, but I can't cook. I can't even boil an egg, but I know the taste of the food. I have detailed knowledge about cuisines because I've traveled so much all across the world. So I have detailed knowledge about the cuisine, the taste, what should be the perfect taste. So you have to have the knowledge. Second, eye for detailing. Now, in any business, when you start or when you grow or when you have grown, it is not possible for you humanly to go and check everything. It is not possible for me. It is not possible for me to visit the outlets. There are many outlets in outstation cities where I visited not even in the last 6 months, but it is operational. Everything is perfect. So you must have the eye for detailing. You have to make a very strong process so that you know exactly what is happening in each of your outlets. You must have reports. You must have proper SOPs. You must have proper system to track what is happening in all the outlets. So there is an eye for detailing. And finally, as I said, there is no substitute to hard work. So there is no elevator that will take you to the top floor where you want to in this entire game. You have to climb all the stairs by yourself. And these are the three things that I would like to tell to all the budding entrepreneurs.
Thank you, sir. That was really helpful and valuable. But that brings us to the end of today's conversation.
Thank
A
you so much.
heartfelt
Thank you so
thank
much.
you
Thank you,
Sir,
sir.
It's
for
pleasure's
sharing
all
your
mine.
experiences.
No, and I wish all the budding entrepreneurs, the students, whoever is listening or watching this podcast, a very best of luck and for all the future endeavors.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So,
Thank you.
So, Mr. Chaudhury's journey reminds us that success is not only about building businesses, but also about staying true to one's passions, embracing challenges, and continuously innovating. Whether in hospitality, entrepreneurship, music, or any other field, there is so much to learn from the dedication and creativity that have shaped his remarkable career.
And to all our listeners, we hope today's discussion has inspired you to dream boldly, think creatively, and pursue your goals with confidence. And remember, every great achievement begins with curiosity, courage, and the willingness to take the first step.
Until next time,
This is CareerCast, creating pathways to your future, one conversation at a time. Thank you for listening. See you in the next episode.